All right, guys, I don't know if this is going to work, but it's late night edition of the Anti-Fat Equation Chronicles. I went up with wifey to go walk at Federation Park tonight, but they're still closed from the winter. There's still snow out there, so I'm going to wait probably till spring to be able to go back out to the forest. But we went and walked the Buckley Trailhead, and that was okay. Got about 2 miles in or so, but I'm not quite finished, so I'm going to take one last walk here to round out the day. I'm walking to one of my little fishing holes. I'm not going to fish. It's dark, and I've got issues with my visions. So I'm not trying to fish in the dark and get hooked again and go back to the ER. You know, even with full coverage insurance, a trip to the ER copay was to get a fish hook out of my finger was $200. Just FYI. But anyway, so we're gonna make this move happen. I want to talk a little bit about how y'all can't see me, and that's okay, because you know I'm here. I know you're there. It's all right. It all works out as long as I don't step in a ditch. But y'all will catch it all on film, and it might be hilarious. I want to talk about having positive people in your corner, having a network of supportive individuals that are go-getters, that are striving for greatness, each in their own ways. And we talk about this a lot, how everyone's journey is different. Everyone's pathway to their goals is different. But having a community with common interest, common goals, common mindset, common work ethic, it's important, because it's a lonely, lonely road sometimes. And we literally, voice actors, we literally spend most of our days in a padded room talking to ourselves. I've heard James Arnold Taylor say that several times, and it's so true. It's kind of how we get down. So it's nice to have a network, a community, a family, a tribe of people that we can share with, that we can bounce ideas off of, share experiences, work out together. Like my new family over at the Potchki Audio Chronicles. We're a group of various individuals with completely different styles. Kind of the way we do what we do, from our character work to our type of comedy to our just kind of the way we get down. But when we come together with great writing and great leadership and great individuals, make magic happen. I can't wait for season 2. It's coming, and I'll stop right here in the video for a trailer to that. You can check that out here.
Name's Lester Gertrude Potchkin. My partner is Ichabod Mortimer Nemish. Occupation, private detective, and besties. So I started all this because I was tired of being pushed around for nickels, dimes, and dames. So I decided I'd create this podcast all about murder, mayhem, and missing persons, or really whatever my clients needed discovered, uncovered, or recovered. And the first thing you should know is that when you're in it, you're up to your neck in evil. You'll hear it just as I hear it. You'll meet the people. You'll find the clues. You're clever, right? So maybe you'll solve it quick, and maybe you won't. But let me give you a tip. You've got to listen carefully. You've got to listen all the time, because things happen when you least expect them. So tune in to season 2 and find out what we're up against. And if you never hear from me, for God's sakes, walk my goldfish.
Okay, yeah, looking forward to hitting the streets with my peoples. They're going to be at the con up in Philadelphia this weekend. I wish I could be with them, but I'm out here doing what I got to do. so that in the future, when we're invited to other cons and things like that, it won't be an issue for me to get there. At any rate, it's good to have people like this in your corner, around you, bounce ideas, creative. Even if everyone in the circle is pursuing a different genre. Say I'm currently pursuing promo, but I got someone that's currently pursuing animation, and then there's similarities in certain areas with certain parts, certain things, certain ways that we do what we do, and you can learn from each other. You can evolve your craft by implementing pieces of everyone's processes and kind of how they do their workflow. Having mentors is a huge part of this. You got to have people that have done what you're trying to do at the level that you're trying to do it, so you know kind of at least what the end product looks like. That's kind of contradictory to everyone's thing is different. But what I mean is you have to surround yourself with the people that do the things you want to do so that you can elevate to that level. Learn what their work ethic is. Learn how to recognize your strengths and work on weaknesses. Knowing what is the right role, what is the right thing. You don't have to go for everything that there is, you know. You can start picking and choosing what you audition for, what you engage in, right? So for me personally, 2022, I want to have a high focus on promo and video game. Those are my two areas to really kind of zone in on this year, and my business aspects. We're running businesses, we're independent contractors, we're filling out our taxes and doing that kind of stuff. So got to get my business on point, so that as I move forward, I can have partnerships with agencies, with buyers, with people, and they can know the level of my commitment, the level of my work, and how I get down, as it were, living my life with an attitude of gratitude and being thankful for all the parts of the journey, not just the good, not dwelling on the bad, just growing and learning and developing. This is a lifelong thing. I want to be like June Foray. I want to do this until I just can't do it anymore. I want to do it forever. And I think I'll be able to, as long as I take care of the things that need to be taken care of. And with having people in your corner that are supportive and there when you need someone to talk to, it's awesome to just be able to reach out and say, hey, this is kind of what I'm dealing with. What are your thoughts? Not looking for a result, right? Not looking for someone else to answer your issue or situation or whatever, but just to give you feedback, and maybe they've been through that, or maybe they have experienced something like that, so they can shed light on it. They can give you some input that you weren't maybe already thinking about. Is that the moon? No, it's a street light. I'm tripping. Look, if we do it just right, yeah, that looks like the moon, don't it? A bright ass moon, though. The moon is a headlight. It's about to run me over. It's a street light, actually. So, but just knowing, like, I made a gratitude post today for a buddy of mine, Eli Harris, who is a phenomenal actor, phenomenal friend. He's one of those guys that I can reach out to if I need to talk about something I'm going through or what to expect in certain situations. Another guy like Charlie Toro, you know what I mean, Eric Horowitz. Man, I got so many people I can reach out to. It's awesome. Jen Henry, it's been a nice amount of time talking with her today. And it's just awesome, you know, having people like, you can go up to Comic-Con and see your friends like Tim Muller, was awesome to be able to see him in person and hang out and just vibe, see what someone's like. Your online presence is one thing, but to be in someone's energy, to be in someone's proximity, to where you can really feel, you know, what they're all about. That's what's up for me. Like, I love that personal connections. Just being able to be around other humans. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm on day 2 of the meds for my ENT, and it's really starting to clear me up. As you can see, there's some residual stuff about this time of day, and it start working out some of the phlegm and gunk and ick. Get it up out of me, yo. No, but it's working pretty well. I have completely gone cold turkey on the Walmart brand nasal sprays, because what they do is they've got an ingredient in them that when it hits your capillaries in your nasal cavity, it rapidly reduces their size, which clears you up instantly, which is gratifying for a studio session when I need to be able to breathe right now. But what happens is when that medication wears off, those capillaries double in size. So your condition is twice as bad as it was when you started. And over time, it just becomes worse and worse. And then as your body gets used to it being in the bad state, it'll hold on to that, and then it'll be really hard to get rid of. So I went cold turkey off those, and the spray that my doctor advised me to pick up. Yeah, it's really expensive, but it's like 160 pumps per bottle, and that'll last me well a couple of months. Two squirts a day, so it'll last me a couple months almost. Yeah, maybe even more, 3 months, huh? But that stuff seems to be working really well. It's not drying me out like the other was, and I can breathe pretty regularly. It's awesome. Man, it feels good to be able to breathe, period. What are we talking about? Your network, your people, your tribe. Be around people that make you feel good about what you're doing, about what you're about. Be around people that you want to support as well. It's not a one-way street. It's not all about me, 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 me. You can't just go into it with the intention of making connections and having people be all about you all the time. You know what I mean? It's a relationship. It's equal. It's mutual support, adoration, whatever it needs to be, right? So all my mentors that have, what they give to me, what I get from them is the encouragement, the kind of versions of the pathway to success. I learned how to live with gratitude, how to live in the moment, how to be of service to whatever it is that I'm doing. Get out of my own way. It's not about me. It's not about my voice. It's about what my part means to the whole overall whole. And it's a collaborative effort. And it's, especially when it's an ensemble cast, like what we're doing with Potchki and Fighting All Odds, Killer Jen even. A lot of the stuff we do is ensemble work. And even if we don't get to do it together in the studio, we're still doing our parts on our own. And then the studio the sound guys and the engineers and everyone putting it together like it was done in the same room. So the magic of audio manipulation and production value. And then just check in on your people. Like, I'm going to tell you guys how I started this thing. I've always been a pursuer of excellence. I've always been an entertainer. I've always been just that guy, right? But when I switched my focus from music to VO, like primary focus, I still do both, but my primary focus when I switched that, I made the decision And then I went all in. Like, the exact way that I started my career was I put voiceover, I put voiceover in my Google search. It gave me VO Buzz Weekly, Chuck Duran and Stacey J. Aswad. And that was my first introduction to the business. And this is exactly what I did. I watched every available episode, and every single person that was on that couch, every interviewee, I made a note, and then I went and tried to find every single one of them on social media, on all forms of social media, so that I could follow, first of all. Then, as I follow, I engage, I comment, I talk about things related to what they're talking about, common interests, things like that, mutual adoration for others, mutual respect, mutual feeling of gratitude, and just a way of being. The first teacher, coach, mentor that I discovered was Steve Bloom. Because what I did was, when I was watching VO Buzz Weekly, Steve was on, and Voice of Wolverine. I said, oh, that makes sense, because that's my wheelhouse. And I want to be coached by someone that knows what it's like to come into this with a deeper tone, gravelly baritone. And he was the perfect coach for me. And I still stand true to that to this day, 4 years later. I've been studying with Steve for 4 years. I've been a member of Boomvox Studios community, and it has shaped who I am as a man, who I am as an artist, and who I am as a voice actor. That's another story for another day. You know we like saying that. So I found, next thing I did was I found Steve, and I found Boomvox Studios, and then I signed up for that. And then I saw a movie called I Know That Voice. That was the beautiful love child of the brilliant John DiMaggio. And it had all my newfound heroes in it that I have discovered from VO Buzz Weekly. Jess Harnell, another one of my great mentors who inspires me daily. Hold on, there's a car coming and I can't see very well in the dark. Who inspires me daily with his journey, with what he does. You guys have probably seen the video. I got a chance to chat with him for a minute, and his words were encouraging and kind of lit a fire under me at a time when stuff wasn't going well. I don't know if I told you guys this story. I was throwing my hat in the ring for a Fan X Twisted Tunes contest. And Fan X is the Comic-Con that takes place in Salt Lake City. And I did a Scar impression from The Lion King. Life's not fair, is it? You see, I shall never be king, but you shall never see the light of another day. That type of thing. Don't play with your food. You know, I was having fun with it. And so they're like, yeah, you won. Woo. I was pumped. I was excited. My fire was burning bright. I was like, this is it. My whole life is going to change. And the convention was 2 days away, by the way. And I got an email from the staff. And they said, well, when you get to Salt Lake, come here for tickets and this, that. I was like, wait a minute, when I get to Salt Lake, I mean, you're not going to bring me to Salt Lake? I was naive. I was new to the business. I was young. And so I was bummed out because there's no way I was going to get to Salt Lake in 2 days. I didn't have enough favors to call in at that point. And it really kind of deflated me a lot. And shortly after that is when I got to speak with Jess, and he knew I was disappointed, and he had kind of been corresponding with me a little bit on Twitter. And so he sent me a really cool picture and signed it and expressed to me that he felt bad about what had happened, and this was his way of letting me know it's all right, it's gonna be okay. Anyway, that really helped. That got me refocused, and then I had a chance to speak with him, and that talk set me over the edge. That talk with him and with Kara, that has set me on my path, like has kept my path burning, the flame burning. Probably more, well, not more than anything else, but that was the initial thing that really got me going. And I'm forever grateful for him. Can't wait to work with him. Can't wait to be in a room with him. Can't wait to even see him at a con. It'll be dope. But that kept me going. And then to know the impact that I've had on my fellow students at BVS, and just to know how that team appreciates me and respects me and kind of sees what I do and what I put into this, that meant a lot to me. That means a lot to me. It constantly means a lot to me. And then having Steve say on several occasions so many nice, encouraging things about me and about the work I put in and what I'm bringing to the table, that means a lot. For Steve to have the confidence in me to where he could walk me up to the table and introduce me to people that I would never have been able to just walk up to and talk to on my own, that says more than anything I can even imagine. I'm eternally grateful. And it was also because of all this, my correspondence on the YouTube channel with Chuck Duran. That's how he and I became acquainted, and how he became a mentor and a friend to me. And the whole experience doing my demo was just magical. Like, I sent him a video bawling. Like, I was so grateful. I am so grateful. I'm like eternally grateful. And it shows you that when you lead with your heart and good intention and talent and drive and purpose, there's no telling what could happen. There's no telling who's going to see, who's paying attention. Someone's watching even when you think they're not. Like, I stopped being negative on social media a long time ago. But I every once in a while I'll pose a thought or a question that's really meant to invoke communication. It's not a woe's me. I'll always say that even when I'm struggling, there'll be something that says, but what's the lesson? Where's the lesson in this? And I'll try to spin it, make it a positive. I'm back to the crib, so I'm about to cut this, but let the people know how you feel about them. Engage. Be interesting to them. All I did was be grateful eternally and show it. I support people vocally. I think it was Gwen, Steve's assistant, said I was the most visible voice actor on all of social media. I don't know how to take that. I took it as a compliment, but yeah, I might be obnoxious. I might be all over the place. I might be everywhere, but I have good intention, and I do this because I want to help somebody else, and I'm loving the journey. Like, even the rough stuff. Right now is a fairly rough patch for me, but I'm not going to let it get me. I'm not going to let it keep me from my purpose. I'm not going to let it, sway me from greatness, because I'm always in the pursuit of greatness, no matter what I do. And I'm all in. And I hope this helps somebody. And if not, just thanks for chilling with me and hanging out while I get my steps in. I'm going to get this all under control, because what's the point of putting in all this work and accomplishing great things if you're not around to enjoy it and enjoy your family and enjoy that time? So I got to do what I got to do to stay here. I got to be here, right? I got to be here if I want to enjoy this. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See you later.
A couple things to you, okay? You, dude, have always stood out to me. Okay, sincerely, I'm not just saying this. It's not lip service. Look at that, okay? And that big smile of yours that you keep showing.
I
That's
know.
enough.
I was
Right,
just
look
gonna
at that.
say
Okay,
that.
and
Like
you-
when he came on, he was just like,
you're gracious. You're respectful. You're talented. You're driven. You're not giving up. You're taking the steps. All of these things, bro, add up to one thing, and that's success.
Yeah.
Okay, now it doesn't matter. I don't know if it's going to be success next month or in a year and a half from now.
Right.
But as long as I'm talking to you particularly, I'm not talking to a room full of people, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you keep doing the stuff that you in particular are doing, I have no doubt about you.
I
Okay.
love that.
And
That means everything coming from you.
neither for that matter, neither does Chuck Duran, because he sings your praises too. And dude,
I can't even begin to tell you what he's meant to me.
Okay, well, but see that attitude, that's the attitude that I still have every time I walk into a job, Heath, every day.
Yeah.
Okay, and this one is for Heath. Heath, I just want to give you a quick shout out. Heath has studied with me, and he is crushing it out there. Heath is amazingly gifted, and he's booking now. And dude, I'm just so proud of you. I just have to say that I'm really, really proud of you, and for really taking it and running with it. You know, a lot of people study voiceover, but not everybody really follows through. And, you know, one of my goals in these classes, I think, like for any teacher, is really for their students to thrive and get out there and not only enjoy it, but, you know, incorporate that into part of their life so that they enrich their life. And Heath has not only done that, but he's actually taken it to the next level, and he's really getting noticed out there. So well done, buddy. And I got the message. I'm going to write something on here. I love you too. And I can't believe that you bought a print. Silly man. Silly man. All right. So there's not a lot of room to write on these things, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to open up a brand new fresh pen so that I can write a little bit more on there. Oh, that's not brand new and fresh. Looked like it was, but it wasn't. One of these might be good. Let's see. Yeah, it's got a nice fine point. I want to put a fine point on it. So I just wrote, so damn proud of you. Can't wait to work together.
We've all had those times when we felt defeat hovering. But somehow, we found the strength to drown out the noise and the doubters. No matter how impossible it seems, we can always find our way back. Nike, Typical, and Jeep are never said in the same breath. Do it all and then some in the new Jeep Gladiator, the truck built to take on any terrain. From Broadway to hip-hop, and every genre in between. Whatever your mood or your jam, Spotify it. As a music producer, I have inspiration and ideas coming at me from all sides. My Dell Precision mobile workstation, which I like to call the Beast, has the speed, power, and reliability I need to be free to create the kind of content I want from just about anywhere. Taco Bell is the greatest in the world. Oh, hey, it's time to go clubbing VIP style with sizzling hot bacon wrapped up in a fluffy as a cloud chalupa shell. You think you're ready, but are you really? The Bacon Club Chalupa, now at Taco Bell. Smart investors trust the TD Ameritrade mobile app. It puts the tools you need to manage your accounts, analyze market data, and place commission-free trades at your fingertips. When you know your value, you won't settle for anything less.